Hello everyone, I hope that you're in good condition while watching my video for today. Today I will be teaching you on some of the effective ways to answer questions about the future in the Ielts speaking exam. Now please do remember that this type of question is quite common in part 1 and part 3. So you should be ready for this type of questions. Now when you answer this and then you'll just repeat the words in the question, you will probably get a low score. So just like what I've mentioned in my previous videos, always paraphrase to ensure a much higher score. The other ways to say future is these phrases: in the next coming months, in the next coming years, in the next coming decades, in the years to come, or in the months to come. Now let's take a look at some of the sample questions. Number 1, do you think people will still read newspapers in the future? Now this type of question is about the future, obviously, right? So instead of saying, well, I think in the future, you'll get a low score for this one because you just repeated the words in the question. So instead, it would be a lot better that you say it like this. I actually prepared some sample answer for this question already. Here. Well, I reckon that in the next coming years, people will still read newspapers, and it is probably because there might be some other individuals who prefer traditional ways of gathering the news. I'd like to take my father as an example. Even though he got a phone already, I still see him reading newspapers once in a while, so I think in the future newspapers will still exist. So, remember to use these words in the next coming years. And also, since it's about the future, I recommend that you use these expressions as well. I reckon that, probably. Alright? So these words are very helpful if you got this type of question. Now let's take a look at the other sample question. What do you think of the education system of your country will look like in 20 years? So obviously this is about the future as well. So you can answer this question using these sample sentences. Well, I imagine that in the next coming decades, probably our education system will become more advanced and developed. To be more specific, online education will become more famous and curriculums will be delivered in a more high-tech way. Actually, it's already happening these days, but I think that in the years to come, probably online education will be more widely utilized. So, remember to use these words. Perhaps it's the same meaning with probably. Alright? So here, in the next coming decades, instead of repeating, I think in the future. So it's a lot better that you paraphrase. So remember to use these words when you take this kind of question, okay? So I hope that my tutorial video for today is very helpful, and that will be all. Thank you for today. Bye!